Noamundi has further improved since 1925, as the original forest is still existing even after 70 years of mining. Located in the Kulhan estate of the West Singhbhum district of Bihar, Noamundi, in the local Ho language, means that hill, as the tribals of the area called a pair of parallel ridges running north to south. It was here in 1917 that prospectors from the Tata Iron and Steel Company discovered one of the richest iron ore deposits in India. Subsequently, the Tata Iron and Steel Company acquired the lease of the property in 1917. On the 1st of June 1925, the iron ore mine commenced its operation. At that time, the mining process was manual. The next big step was taken in 1958, when most of the mechanized mining equipment and technology, like crushers and such like, were introduced. In 1967, the Noamundi iron ore mine was fully mechanized. These are mining benches, also called mine faces, a highly efficient operation using the latest technology. This is what has made Noamundi the largest supplier of iron ore to the Tisco plant at Jamshedpur. But even while production is in excess of 4 million tons annually, stringent controls are maintained at every step of the mining process. A detailed environmental control program is scrupulously followed. At the mine site, whatever little dust that is generated in the course of mining operations is suppressed by wetting the haul roads and the mine face by water sprinklers. Dust which is generated during drilling operations is kept to the minimum with dust extraction and suppression systems. To fragment the iron ore rock formation, faces of the hillside are blasted off to loosen the iron ore for collection. Efficient blasting systems ensure that ground vibration, noise, and dust are kept under control. The blasts, however, are infrequent and systematically employed. This prevents haphazard and wasteful mining. After crushing the ore in the primary crusher in the wet circuit and fines in the dry circuit, no dust is generated. In the procedure employed to wash the ore, 80% water used is recovered and then recycled. The remaining 20% carries slime through thickeners to the slime ponds. From the slime ponds, it moves onto unique slime dams. These were first introduced here in Noamundi. Later, some of the other mines also introduced mineral slime deposits. Basically, these barriers let clean water through, but hold back all residual material, forming deposits of thick sludge. These deposits still have a high iron value of about 57.6% and can be a future iron ore source if proper technology for extraction is developed. Till that time, the filled-up dams will be revegetated. This is the water which flows out of the slime dam. It is completely free from impurities. It is crystal clear and drinkable. Farmers downstream have benefited immensely. It even enters the areas of the drinking water system. As a matter of further measures, a number of check dams have been provided for in another valley called the Bali Jhodanala to arrest iron ore fines through rainwash. Here in this laboratory, every aspect of the effect of mining on the immediate environment is kept under close observation. While scientific readings paint a favorable picture, this results in effective environment management, which is nowhere eloquently expressed as here. This is the very place where the first phase of mining had taken place. When the deposit was exhausted, mining operations were stopped and an intensive afforestation program was started here. Even before the Forest Conservation Act came into force in 1980, the plantation program in the mines had begun by celebrating functions like the Van Mahotsav in 1972. Some of the old trees still exist. More than 12,20,000 saplings have been planted in the last 10 years over an area of 450 acres. As a part of the reclamation, a mined-out area of 45 acres has been converted into the beautiful botanical park called Sir Dorabji Tata Botanical Park. This is the setup for experiments to develop the ongoing afforestation program. This is also the place for the local people to develop an understanding and appreciation of nature and to induce people into planting trees in their houses. The aim in the immediate future is to protect an area of 3,000 acres. The people's help is necessary. The mine's management has imposed restriction on the felling of trees from as far back as the 1920s, well before the statutory enforcement in the country. India's first iron ore mine, opened by Tata Steel, has been restored to what it was before, and the original inhabitants like the elephant and other wildlife is still there. From the very beginning, the philosophy at Tata Steel has been to use the area that was actually required. In more than 70 years of intensive mining in Noamundi, only 33% of forest area has been disturbed. Landsat remote sensing imagery has indicated 70% of dense forest cover in the core zone of 5 kilometers, compared to 55% forest cover in the buffer zone of 10 kilometers radius. Vegetation has improved. In recent years, more wildlife has been attracted here. Elephants, deer, monkeys, and several species of birds all seem to get attracted to Noamundi in the different seasons of the year. Particularly, the C.J.J.R. Raju Park, named after the first Indian chief of ores, mine, and prospecting. Management efforts towards environmental protection in the rural area around the mines are being taken care of by the Tata Steel Rural Development Society. When the iron ore deposits are exhausted and operations move to the next place, the entire Noamundi iron ore mine will be green with rich flora and fauna. This botanical park remains as a gift to the coming generations, giving glimpses of the wonders of nature.
This tradition goes back to the very beginning of establishment of Tata Steel, when the founder Jamshedji Noamundi Tata wrote to the commissioner of then Chota Nagpur, whatever area is granted to Tata Steel for mines and whatever number of trees are cut, the same would be planted again. Till today, we have disturbed about 1/3 of the forest area. As a result, we have large areas covered by trees which are more than 25-30-year-old. Noamundi iron mine stands out as a model of what can be done by mining engineers in making mining eco-friendly, and that is the message given at Noamundi. And not only here, in other mines of Tata Steel, the same practices are followed.
Noamundi will remain the way it has always been, a wilderness, a sanctuary.